is Rayner for Talk Audio TV, and today, well, I'm at TRAX at Silverstone, and I'm leaning on a car. They're using my body to actually try and hold the vibrations inside, because this is Decibel drag racing. It's the final show of the year. It's also the finals for the European Mobile Media Associations too, and even the proper droppers guys, because behind us on this little green squad are bunches of guys with ridiculous sound systems in their cars. There's a whole line of them over there. And like all the other systems, well, they're measured on a Term Pro computing kit plugged into a laptop. There are two sensors, but this whole thing about Decibel drag racing, well, what exactly is it? Who are these people? How do you get involved? How on earth do I become a DB dragger? Well, that's what today's about. I'm going to have a little word with a couple of the guys and basically find out what the classes are, and, you know, you shouldn't be intimidated. Take it out and measure it, as the guys from Audio Control used to say. Let's go find out a bit more. Well, the simplest way to explain Decibel drag racing is it's drag racing with decibels. This here piece of computing software, you can see is running a tournament. This is the software that is also used over at Emma for just testing on music. But this is the full-blown 2 lanes thing. There's our man known as Daddy O here testing the, running the test equipment. Bloke with a really cool number plate there. Sorry. My name's Adam, by the way. I'd like that plate.
Okay, lane number 1 we have Ditto, and in lane number 2 we have Adam Stark.
That's the voice of Mr. Darren Millard, been the boss of DB Drag in the UK for some time. Basically, these things get fired up and they go against each other head to head. And the big deal is that basically you'll be competing only against people who are in the same sort of amount of equipment as you. Now, I couldn't understand why the guys are being so damn reluctant to want to explain to me whose class is what, because the explanation for what class you go in is described by a class matrix. The whole point is that if you've got one 10-inch woofer in the boot and it doesn't come up higher than your parcel shelf, you're not going to be going up against a bloke with 6 15-inch subwoofers in a wall behind his head being worn like a set of flaming headphones. The slight shaking of the shoulders here. Having said that, even if they're in the same class, I believe it can occur sometimes that people can be completely destroyed by the other people in the same class. Yes, does that happen? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now, I've been told that you've got a Clio here doing 158 decibels from just stuff in the boot. Is that the case? That he ripped his boot off? Somebody said, you've got to check out the Clio.
Yes. Yes, we have. Steve Harrington.
Yes.
Which is just the other side of us now. 157.4 decibels.
It's outrageous. So can these guys use any damn tone they wish, or does it have to be a tone you set, or?
Depending on the class, majority of them, all of them have to be below 80 hertz. The street classes below 60 hertz.
Gotcha, so it's got to be bass. None of that bringing 15 compression drums and going, la, and hurting everything. I know someone who's done. Okay, these guys ready to rock?
Yes, I think we are. We just need to get the thumbs up from both the competitors to let us know they're ready. In lane number 1 we have Ditto. Are you ready? Thumbs up. In lane number 2 we have Adam Stark. Just waiting for the thumbs up from Adam. The winner will go through to the final, where they will meet Stuart. Hi Stuart.
Yeah, that's the guy who stood on, very keen to see how loud.
Adam's ready. Here we go.
Might be up against. Okay, here we go, guys. They get 30 seconds each. At the same time. Head to the racing.
Ditto. 144, 145, 146.
I have to tell you now, I inverted
Ditto's 146.7, 147.4. Adam Stark, 147.7.3 of a decibel in it.
This is close.
10 seconds.
These guys' systems, 30 seconds are pumping all on that one tone.
Last couple of seconds.
Wow.
And time. Winner. Adam Stark, 147.7.
So just so
Unfortunately,
you know,
we lose Ditto with a 147.4.
Displays were inverted there, so the man on that side was the display there, 147.7 decibels. So it's a tournament.
Next up then, we have
Whoever's the
Stuart
loudest
Jevons.
goes through.
up against Adam Stark.
So that means this poor fella here, he has to leave. But the other thing is that this guy, having just beaten his way through to this part in the competition, well, technically he's now at a disadvantage because he's used a load of electricity, and the dude who was stood here on the sidelines sort of seeing who he was going to try and compete with, he's had some recuperation time, isn't he?
We do give him 5 minutes to charge.
Fair dues. Just hanging the sensor out, just use it. So yeah, DB drag racing, it literally is head-to-head, 2 cars at once, with the same term lab computing used to make it all work. And of course, a bit of a geezer operating it. Let's go and have a word with, hey, let's go and see Jody and Mark, because they're a good video, and they've taken part in this for the first time today. They've been proper droppers, never done this, but they're doing it now. Let's go and see. In typical Rayner fashion, I've already said goodbye.
149.5 from Stuart.
But I do want to see who wins this. This is 5 minutes later.
147.6 for Adam.
They've had to recover. The 1476 is the one on the left, the 1495 is the one on the right of your picture there, transposed. It does look like this mighty Golf is going to do it. Neither of them above 150. Can you get that half a decibel?
Well done, Stuart.
Go.
Takes first place.
And
And runner-up goes to Adam Stark.
And that's for the whole league and the whole season?
That is for today's event.
Cool. All right, now let's go find these one-time entrants. Slightly surprising, Jody and occasionally Mark, well, Jody and Mark, their base car, which was doing really quite serious things over the Emmer SPL, has come over here, and you guys have entered for the first time into DB Drag today, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Because you've been like proper droppers dudes for some time, which is why I caught up with you guys in the first place.
Yeah.
So what class are you actually in then?
Boot Boomers 2.
And that means that you've got like one woofer only in the boot.
Yeah, 112.
112, is that why it's sort of 2 as against?
Yeah.
Yes. So Mark, you ran the car through for Jody.
I think, yeah, because she wasn't here.
She was bragging that it like did it all on its own.
Self-drive, self-testing car.
No, right. With your Oppo. So I gather it's 35 quid was today, and that includes proper droppers as well as Decibel drag racing and that top dog knockout thing with music.
Yeah.
And your entry to the show, which is 18 quid even if you bought it in advance.
Yeah.
So although this is TRAX and a bit of a hectic event, who did you buy your ticket through? Was that through Emma, or did you then join in on this one, or did you actually buy through proper through the Decibel drag racing guys?
No, we bought our actual track ticket separately for a club. But then came to meet Darren to get.
So what would have been your fee today, 2014 September, to do a Decibel drag race as we saw?
Well, I don't know.
What did he charge us? Looking puzzled.
Was it just a tenner? Yeah, just a tenner.
It was just a tenner.
Yeah, sorry, he always pays.
Yes.
So I'm not usually around when the paying is.
Oh, darling, you really have got this whole process beautifully automated, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
At least you had the good bloody grace to look just faintly embarrassed while your man smiled indulgently, waiting for the penny to drop. Yes. This is automated. My man, oh, there's love. There's proper love there. We've got it on the Doc Audio TV camera, base competing with the lovely foliade that is Jody and occasionally Mark. Guys, thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.